Hi, and welcome back to the Messy Bookshelf. I'm Jennifer, and today I'm going to be talking about Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I've actually already filmed a review for this, but I lost the SD card with all of my footage on it, so here I am refilming it. Which is fine because I actually wasn't really happy with what I had filmed yesterday, so I'm okay with refilming it today even though I don't have any makeup on. But whatever. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken tells the story of Etta and Nicholas, who Etta is a prodigy violinist, and her mother's been keeping secrets from her about this world that her mother's a part of, but she has no idea. It kind of has a City of Bones kind of vibe, or Harry Potter kind of vibe, where our main character has no idea about this secret world that she's technically a part of, and now she's getting thrust into it because of some goings on with her family. So Nicholas is a part of this world, but he's been been banished, and he meets her because he is being paid to bring her to the head of the travelers, I think they're called, and chaos ensues, and holy smokes, the ending of this book was just crazy. It takes a long time to get there. It is a pretty thick book, and the chapters are about 30 to 40 pages each, which can be really hard to get through. I found that I would read one chapter and then I'd need a break from the book, even though I was really enjoying the story. The story is really well written and the characters are really well developed. It's just there's so much and there's too much information that we really didn't need. She could have easily cut this down to up by 100 pages and it still would have given the same epic adventure feel that this book actually gives. This, like I said, this was really hard to get through at first because of the long chapters and all of the information that we are giving, but there's not really any info dumping, and when you finally get to the last 100 pages, stuff happens and it goes insane, and I'm really excited for the next book because I'm still kind of confused as to what's going on in the last 100 pages. There's so many twists and turns that you aren't really expecting. This book definitely took a turn that I was not expecting to happen. The antagonist keeps changing hands and you don't really know who to trust in this scenario, but it was such a fantastic read. It was actually my first Alexandra Bracken. I haven't read the Darkest Minds trilogy, even though I do own the first two books, and I do plan on getting to those soon, especially after reading and enjoying this one. I gave the book a 4 out of 5 stars. This book did take me quite a long time to read, but on the recommendation of a friend who had read this previously, she told me to listen to the second half through audiobook form, and I'd probably enjoy it a lot more, and I have to say that I agree. Listening to this book was such a fantastic thrill ride, and because I owned it, I was able to turn the speed up and just follow along in the book, so I wasn't missing any words, but I was still getting through it faster than if I was reading it. 13! No! Every time! I was able to get through it a lot faster than if I was reading it. I actually ended up spending a day and listening to the last 6 hours and just getting through it. And I know that sounds terrible about needing to get through a book, but because the chapters were so long, it would have I probably still would have been reading it. And there are other books that I wanted to get to, and although I really enjoyed this book, I didn't want to dedicate that much time to sitting down and physically reading with my own eyes. Listening to it made the adventure a lot more fun, and I will definitely be listening to Wayfarer when it comes out next year. But that's all I had to say about Passenger. Let me know down in the comments if you've read it and what you thought. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and all of my social media will be down below as well if you want to follow me on there. I will see you on Friday. Bye!